Okay, so this is my review of the HULKMAN Alpha 85 battery jump starter. We had during we went on vacation, and give you guys a little bit of background on it. We had went on vacation, and my car wasn't started for a while. We was on vacation. We came back. I had to try to start it up, and wouldn't start, probably due to a dead battery. So instead of me going ahead and just jumping it off with some jumper cables, I decided to go ahead and just buy one of these. Seemed like it'll come in handy, so we're gonna go ahead and test it out and give you my interpretation on it. I did some research on the internet. This one, even though it's a couple of a year or two older, has got a lot of great reviews on it. So I went ahead and bought it, and we're gonna test it out ourselves. This is the HULKMAN Alpha 85. As you can see, it has a 20,000 milliamp battery inside of it. It says that it can handle up to 8.5 liter gas engine. I have only a 6. The one that we're going to be jumping today is only a 6 liter, so this should be more than sufficient. It says it can go ahead and handle up to 6 liters of a diesel engine. It also has the speed charge. We're going to go ahead and test that out as well, 65 watts. It has also LEDs on it for nighttime, for notification if for lights, and also also there's a flasher in there for if you're stranded to put behind your car as well to let other vehicles know. It also has says that it's after one charge, it'll hold its charge for up to 18 months. We're going to go ahead and we'll circle back to that one later on, probably in another video to talk about that. As well as a 0% spark protection due to all the AI protections, everything else is on there. On the back, it talks about all the built-in smart protections that it has. Itself over here, it has the reverse charge, the reverse polarity, the AI software protection inside of it, the overcharge, the overvoltage, overload, the overcharge, and the short circuit protection, as well as a high temperature and low temperature protection in it. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this and see what's inside the box now. Once again, nice box, nice presentation. Looks like it's a simple slide out box, so I'll push on this side. Of course it doesn't want to come. But we will work our way through this. There we go. And then you have a nice box, simple presentation, simple half box. Up. Nice presentation. Simple packet. Make all the difference. A simple slide out. And that slide out is in here. Right there. The HULKMAN banner. This appears to be the instruction booklet, as well as a sticker for HULKMAN. that you can put on your vehicle if you want to. I won't be doing that. The instructions over here. Also inside the box you have the actual device itself, the car charger, car jump starter. Right there. Underneath here you just, oh that's nice, you pull that up and there are your cables. You have like 8 gauge, yep, 8 gauge cables, strong 8 gauge cables going into one circuit. Right there. You have, this is 12 volt. Okay, so quick connection for your 12 volt. It has a USB-A to USB-C cable, as well as the charging cable itself, which is USB-C. Okay, so that right there. Let's slide this out of this package. Okay, so what I really like about this is that not only here, but let's see if this has any. So this appears to be, this part right here appears to be you really need nails. It's right here. 1 second. Let's see if I can get some. Let's go ahead and see if we can open up this. Sorry, I don't have fingernails, so there we go. See if I can pop this open. There we go. So as you can see, this appears to be the socket for the jumper cables. Appears to be only one way. Pop these open. That pulls out. That pulls out, so that's cool. Only computers are going to be going one way, so that's pretty much idiot proof. On the back, that's what we have here. There we go. Here's your ports, charging ports. You have one USB-C, one USB-A, and one standard circular port for charging. And this is all right here as well. Type USB, and then DC. Type C, USB, and also, like I said, charger port here. On the front, you have your standard HULKMAN. You have your lights. Let's test that. Let's see first if there's any power. So let's power this up and see what happens. Right upon part startup, it has 78%. I like that. It has a nice big display, very visual. Very easy to see. So you have 78%. Here you have your lights. Let's see if those work. There's your lights. Brighter. Blinking for distress. And then also, like I said, little blink right there for if you're on the road or anything to alert anyone. You can like put this behind your vehicle, so when you on the side of the road, so people can see you, and make sure that they can avoid you if you have to change it, like you change your tire on the road or something like that. Nice. Let's take a look at the further look at the outer side of this. 73%, like I said, now down to 73%. The sides, HULKMAN branding. We already went over the USB charger ports on the back. On that one. What I also like about this is on the back here, it explains to you, it has your setup, how to set it up for your jumping, as well as the indication for all of your error codes that you may see. It explains it to you, so you don't have to go back to your instruction booklet to try and figure out what it was, what code, the error code, what it's trying to tell you. So I like that a lot. That makes it very easy. So our next thing is that we're going to go ahead and get this set up. We'll go ahead and get this set up and set over by the vehicle. I'll show you guys that it doesn't, that the battery is actually dead, and then I'll try and start it. If it doesn't work, then I'll go ahead and hook this up, and then we'll see if this is as good as everybody says it is. All right, now we're out here at my vehicle. I'm going to show you guys that the battery looks to be completely dead. I'm going to open it up. And as you can see, when I open it up, there's no door lights or anything illuminating, which is a good indication to me that everything is pretty much dead. We're going to go ahead and try and go with a start. So, go ahead and put the key in here. And I don't even get any chimes. That's me trying to turn the key. Sorry. As you can see, nothing starts. So we're going to go ahead and hook up the HULKMAN and let's see what happens. All right. So, as I've shown you guys, the battery's completely dead. I'm going to start HULKMAN up right now. Show this at 73%. First thing we're going to do is hook up negative. It's going to be kind of awkward. Give me indication that this battery is completely dead. I'm going to override it. I'm going to override it by holding both of these down. These two yellow buttons say hold both of these down. Hold it down, and it should give me a ready indication. This off. Back up, just like I was hoping. It showed you just good. Immediately showed me my poles were reversed. So now I'm going to hook this one up. Shh, get back. Cylinder's making good contact.
Daddy!
I think it's making good contact.
Mommy!
Give me an indication that this battery's totally dead. Since it's a number 2. So it's ready. All right, good start. Start. Is it ready? Hold it down. All right, 67%. Let's see what happens. Start it right up. Hold on. Okay, so getting back, that was a successful, I consider it to be a very successful first test of this. It only took the first, it actually took me 2 tries instead of 1 try because the first try had all the lights and everything on, the fan on the car, and while I was cutting it off, it went out of ready mode into letting me know the battery's dead, so I had to go back out there and redo it again. So I'm not going to count that, but that was good. That was a good successful start. So now it has 61% left in it. We are going to do the speed charging test to see if it actually says that it can fully charge this with the 65 watt charger it has come with it within 1 hour. So we're going to test that as well. But all in all, I'm very satisfied with this. It really worked well, especially like I said, my car has been dead for about 2 weeks now. I was waiting on this product, trying to figure that out. Like I said, I could have started it along. I could have jumped it with my other vehicle, but I didn't want to. I was really waiting to try this out, and it took a minute for it to get here after ordering it. So, nevertheless, it jumped it right up. And then right after that, I ran the car for like 20 minutes and cut it off, and the battery is pretty much good charge. I'll keep on charging it and starting it and keeping that battery charged. But other than that, like I said, it was a good, successful start. Let me cut this off, 61%. And then more importantly, these error codes really do help a lot. And just starting out, it initially gave me this first one. I actually inadvertently did connect the batteries incorrectly, and that went right off, so that let me know that there was something wrong. Then this right here, I got error 2, but it was telling me that the battery is totally dead, as I told you before. So the error codes work. It worked fine. Everything worked as needed. Just remember that when you do have a dead battery, I really appreciate this fact that you had this override function right here by just pressing these two buttons together and press and hold, and it should go right from the error to ready, and then you're ready to go ahead and try and start your car. A lot of vehicle jumpers that I heard before did not have this type of function, so it made the jump starter basically battery jump starter basically useless because it was a dead battery. So I appreciate this. I really do like this this function right here where you can go ahead and override, especially in the instance of a dead battery like I had. Like I said, overall, I'm very pleased with this. It's got some weight to it. It's a nice solid battery in here. It's kind of sturdy, but it's not too heavy. Not too heavy, not too cumbersome to use. The cables. You really, I really do recommend that. Like I said, if you do get one of these, make sure you have one that has that does have the 8-gauge cables. There's a lot of current going through these, and a lot of times, a lot of issues that people have with battery starters is not just it's not the battery starter itself, but the cables that's being supplied with the cable to the starter, the battery starter. So make sure that you are using the appropriate cables. So normally, well, let me go ahead and I'll put this to the side before I talk about that. Let's talk about the charge ports and let's see if they work. So, as I mentioned before, you have 3 charge ports here: one for USB-C, one for USB-A, and then you have the regular circular charge port for your 12-volt. So we're going to test 2 of them. I'm not going to test the third one, the 12-volt for the car. That's something like if you have in your 12-volt for your car that you could use, or just if you use something that has basically the old 12-volt like this in there. But this basically plugs into this like so, and if you cut this on, is basically, that's what it's for. I'm not going to use it for that one. What I am going to use is, I'm going to test is the USB-A and the USB-C. What I'm going to use to do that, I'm going to go ahead and use my Z-Fold both ways to make sure that it's working. So what I have here is a USB-A to a USB-C. So I'm going to go ahead and hook up the USB-A to portion of it to the charger itself. Up. And then I'm going to go ahead and hook this up to my phone, and I should get a charge indication. There it is. It's charging, as you can see. So that works fine. And one more time. I'll hook this up. You see the charging indication. You also see the charging indication right there on the display itself. Okay, so let's try it now with a USB-C. So I'm going to take this cable off. Put that over there. Then I have here another charging cable, USB-C to USB-C. So now I'm going to hook it up to the USB-C portion of this charger. Start right there, like so. Get my phone again. Hook it up. Wait. There it is. It's showing the charging indication. Charging right there. So the charging ports work just fine with these. Depending on what type of phone you have, you can get multiple chargers from this battery charger. So this is kind of good. So let's say basically that you run out of charge ports in your car, charge it with the family on the run, just driving and everything else, or the kids and everything else, and you run out of charge ports, or they don't have the battery charger that the portable battery charger is dead. This is an extra board. This could act as an extra battery charger, portable battery charger. Just plug it, just pull it out and plug it in, and they're good to go. All right, so I'll disconnect that. Phone over here. Disconnect that. Put that back like so. Now, normally you have all of this out here. Let me check and make sure. This right here is the USB-A to USB-C charger that I was talking about before. This is an extra one that you can use for your charger, for charging. Here is the 65 watt charger right here. It says right there that this is the where's it at? Yeah, so it's basically yeah, 65 watts. So this is the charger right here for that. Leave that alone. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off. We're going to do the fast charging portion of the video as well in the next segment. Because right now, let's say that you have all of these. Now, normally after you're done, you would have to put all this back in the box. But if you want to, if you're like me and you're planning on putting this in your car, putting a cardboard box in your car really is not that efficient. So what I did was I went ahead and bought the carrying case for this. It's the HULKMAN Alpha bag. This is particularly for the Alpha 85 and the 85S. Let me go ahead and pull this out and put this over to the side. And this is a portable case that you can put everything. So you can put everything that you see right here in the display. You can put all of this supposedly inside this bag. We're going to go ahead and open it up. I don't know why I'm having such a problem opening things up. There we go. Out. So put it to the side. And like I said, it's a nice plastic sturdy carrying bag with zippers for opening and closing. So you can just open this up like so, all the way around, and it opens up inside. So around you have indications for where you should put everything else at. Right here, as you can see, your battery cables will go there, your plug and everything else will go there, and then this is a flap to hold those in place, and then your battery charger will go right here. So let's go ahead and do that. So HULKMAN goes right here, and it's actually a pretty tight fit. There it goes. That's in place. Then you can just take out these two right here. The cables will go right here. So I recommend trying to keep it clean. When it does get in here, put your cap back on there. Plug that back in there. Cables will go right here, like so. Okay, cable go right there. Your 12 volt can also go, well, your 12 volt go over there. You'll put your charger right here. Just like this. Let's do it like this originally supposed to be done. Charger in place right there. There we go. Have extra charger cable, you can put that in there as well on either side. And then you can put your 12 volt connector right here if you wish, or over here. Personally, I just said it looks more neater to me if we put it right here, like so. I'm gonna make sure this is really flushed down safe. You have this flap over here that you put this in like that. Keeps them all both secure. And then you simply just can come over and close it like so. And you also have a zipper on this side, so if you don't want to zip all the way around, you can zip them both together. So right here, like so, and then they're both zipped, and it's a nice carrying case to put in your vehicle. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and set up for the last portion of our test, which, like I said before, is the speed charge test. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to set everything up for the charge test. So give me 1 minute. I'll be right back in a few moments. Okay, we're back. So what I have set up here is very straightforward and simple. I have the charger, the 65-watt charger plugged in, and it is plugged into the, just so everyone knows, you need to plug it into the USB-C port. So I'm going to plug that back into it like so. It's plugged in there now. I'm going to then, I have my timer on my phone all set up for 1 hour. Now, this is at 61% last time we checked, so this is it was not a full test of the supercharging at 0%. When the charger's totally dead, we'll try that later on, but right now we're just going to see how long it takes it to go ahead and charge up from 61% and to full, and then we can extrapolate from that later. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut that on. I'm going to cut this on. It shows us at 61%, and it starts to flash, showing that it is speed charging. Now, as you can see, it's already at 62%. I'm going to start my timer now, and we'll see how long it takes. It's already at 64%. It's not even a second into there. 65. So this is going to charge up pretty fast. Okay, so we started at 61%. It's now at 100%, as you can see. It only took it basically 21 minutes to go ahead and get this to fully charge from 61%. So that's pretty fast. I'll hopefully come back with another video later on down the road with showing this actual charge from 0% and also giving you periodic updates how well the battery lasts. If it does, go ahead and stay charged for the entire 18-month long period. If I don't have to do any jump starts in between there. But again, this is my review of the HULKMAN Alpha 85 battery jump starter. So far, it's proven to be everything as advertised. So I highly recommend it. We will be doing periodic updates on it though, just to make sure that everything does keep working as promised. You can go ahead and buy this on. You can either buy this either on Amazon, Walmart, or through Walmart, through Amazon, or through the HULKMAN website. If you do buy through the HULKMAN website, there's usually a discount. I recommend doing that because it's a discount usually for first-time buyers, so you might be able to get some discount on it when you're when you purchase it. And again, I also recommend that as well. Buying the case as well. This is a good case to put in your cars. Always have on you, like I said, for emergencies, not just for jump starting, but also for the lights and everything else, helping out especially if you're on the side of the road, changing a tire, things like that. It helps. It has additional flasher and also additional lights. Once again, though, I'll keep you posted with future videos and periodic updates. This again is the HULKMAN Alpha 85 car jump starter.